be seated, everybody. Provost Zakowski, Vice President Kane, Vice Provost Melvin, the graduates, the candidates for degrees, the faculty, staff, parents, family, and friends of the graduates are now assembled. I hereby declare this commencement of the University at Buffalo School of Nursing to be open. There will be a lot of applause, I'm sure, during the next few hours. I would like to introduce the members of the platform party, beginning at my far right. Dr. Marianne Meeker, Assistant Dean for PhD Programs and Department Chair of Family, Community, and Health Systems Sciences in the School of Nursing. Dr. Suzanne Dickerson, Department Chair of Biobehavioral Health and Clinical Sciences. Dr. Laura Lee Sasana, Interim Assistant Dean for Master's and Doctor of Nursing Practice Programs. Dr. Mary Alice Hall, the Vice President for Clinical Education and Professional Practice at the Center for Clinical Practice at Kaleida Health. Lee Melvin, the Vice Provost for Enrollment Management. In fact, Dr. Melvin told me that those of you who are graduating, were his first class because he is involved with enrollment. So he helped to enroll all you as freshmen how many years ago, and he's excited to be able to celebrate with you today. Dr. Michael Kane, Vice President for Health Sciences and Dean of the Jacobs School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences. Dr. Charles Zakowski, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs at the university. And Dr. Susan Grinslade, Assistant Dean for Undergraduate Programs in the School of Nursing. And I'm Marcia Lewis. I'm the Dean of the School of Nursing. At this time, I would ask that you rise for the singing of the national anthem. And we're very fortunate today that one of our graduating seniors will be singing the national anthem. Danielle DiLorenzo is also the president of the Nursing Student Organization. Danielle?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much, Danielle. At this time, I would like to introduce the UB Provost, Charles Zakowski, to give the 2018 graduates and their guests an address.
Good morning and welcome. The weather is truly celebratory outside. I'm very pleased to be here at the 2018 School of Nursing Commencement. I'm thrilled to be here with you, the graduates, your family, friends, and the university community to celebrate the graduates' exceptional achievement to date and eagerly anticipate all that you will accomplish as you move into the future. As one of the nation's leading public research universities, UB has a mission of creating new knowledge and communicating this knowledge to you, the next generations of leaders, professionals, researchers, and citizens. We take seriously our responsibility to improve the human condition through our scholarship, clinical care, and engagement. Graduates, as UB students, you have been partners in the process of seeking and using knowledge to build a better world. You have learned from the most respected thought leaders and practitioners in nursing who have designed your degree programs to prepare you for future success. You have developed deep domain knowledge in nursing and put this knowledge into practice in communities around the world, labs, and through your clinical experiences. You have provided health care to and improved the health outcomes of our local and our international communities. You have participated in medical simulations in interprofessional education as an essential element of becoming an essential element of the healthcare team. You have taken advantage of the research opportunities offered by our top-ranked School of Nursing. Graduates, you have worked hard, gained exposure to ideas, culture, history, science, and technologies, and had meaningful interactions with your peers and your professors. These are the experiences that shape your unique perspective and way of approaching the world. It is this distinctive combination of classroom and clinical learning, team building, and out-of-class experiences that enable you to develop creativity, empathy, leadership skills needed to succeed as healthcare professionals, teachers, and thought leaders in the field of nursing. With societal shifts towards preventative and personalized medicine and new challenges emerging as people live longer and differently than in previous generations, this is an exciting and important time to be entering the field of nursing. In our era of fast-paced technology changes, strong knowledge-based economy, and ever-changing political and social dynamics, you will likely see a number of changes in your lifetime that will redefine professional roles and lead to unforeseeable opportunities. Your UB education has prepared you to be flexible and responsive to the shifting trends and needs, meet challenges head-on, and be lifelong learners, to take advantage of all the opportunities that will come your way. These are the attributes that will assure your success in the future, no matter what it may bring. Each of you has the capacity to change the world, and I urge you to take what you have learned and apply it to the betterment of society. My sincere and heartfelt congratulations to our 2018 University at Buffalo School of Nursing graduates. We are so proud of you and all that you have accomplished.
Thank you so much, Dr. Zukowski. Well, good morning again. It's my privilege to be able to give you a little bit of a welcome from the Dean, the last time I get to talk to most of you. This is our 78th commencement since the founding of our school in 1936. As Dr. Zukowski said, the world has changed dramatically over the past 78 years, as have the education of nursing professionals. Our nation has seen remarkable advances in healthcare, a transformation driven by extraordinary developments in science and technology, significant changes in the public's attitude towards their own health and healthcare, and the immediate availability of healthcare information. As we usher in this next generation of dedicated nursing professionals, I ask that you take a moment to reflect on the innovative nurses who came before us. We stand on the shoulders of these pioneers and strive to advance the noble profession of nursing. Today, we celebrate the academic achievements of the 2018 graduates of our baccalaureate, master's, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and Doctor of Philosophy programs. We welcome these outstanding graduates as new alumni of the School of Nursing. You know that you have completed a rigorous program of study to reach this momentous milestone, a day where your family and friends, your professors and clinical preceptors, with great pride, share in the collective accomplishments and promising futures. As you navigate your professional career, remember that nurses are entrusted with tremendous responsibility. In an increasingly global society, we have an obligation to advocate for all, especially for those who are vulnerable and voiceless. We must preserve human dignity in a world that suffers countless unspeakable tragedies. We must also commit to the continued pursuit of new knowledge, to be catalysts of change, so that we may protect and improve the health and safety of our patients and their families. Though we are tasked with great responsibilities, we are also gifted with immeasurable rewards. We have the privilege of sharing in the joys and sorrows of those in our care. We have the honor of bringing into the world new life and of aiding peaceful transitions into death. While you navigate these remarkable rewards and responsibilities, remember to never stop learning. Ask questions, stay curious. Learning is not limited to new procedures, medications, and techniques. You will also learn from your patients. Every patient has a unique story to tell. Listen and be present. Also remember to fulfill the same duty to yourself as you do to others. As nurses, we at times forget to care for ourselves as we are immersed in the care of others. It's imperative to find that balance in life. This is essential to providing optimal care for your patients, providing guidance to your students, to advancing nursing knowledge with purpose and clarity. Today we are parting ways, but please do keep in touch and stay engaged with the school. You are forever a part of our growing community, and we take pride in every new step you take in your professional journey. So tell us about your career paths, what you've chosen to do with your hard-earned degree. How have you found your passion? Consider coming back to visit, to speak to students, to tell them about your experiences, to be a role model and a mentor. Help future students find their way during times of uncertainty, just as others have done for you. Nursing is an exciting and rewarding career filled with endless possibilities. Go forward and discover these possibilities and seize every opportunity to grow, both professionally and personally. I want to leave you with just one thought. It's a truth that echoes the core values of nursing. In the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Now, let's continue with our ceremony and celebration. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce Michelle Gilliand, who will give remarks on behalf of the Graduate Nursing Organization.
Thank you, Dr. Lewis. Good morning, everyone. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Dean Lewis, family and friends, faculty and staff, and the class of 2018. As a member of the Graduate Nursing Organization for the past 4 years, I've been blessed to work with some of UB's most brilliant and creative minds in nursing. I am so proud of all my colleagues and our accomplishments. We not only worked hard academically, we worked hard in the community as well. We organized and implemented a health fair for veterans. We volunteered at soup kitchens. We collected supplies for students going on medical missions. And we met annually with the undergraduates and Dr. Dean Lewis to brainstorm and share ideas to be great. Our student nursing organization was very reflective of who we are as human beings and nurses. Just this past April, I spent 8 days with the most loving group of UB students in Haiti on a Christian medical mission in the town of Galette. There in Haiti, we provided basic medical care to the hard-working Haitian community. With no TV and no way to mindlessly browse our social media pages, we bonded with each other by exchanging life stories. We all experienced growth as we reflected on ourselves, as we served people who had so very little. I too grew up very poor by a single hardworking mother. I knew early on that I wanted to work in healthcare, so my neighbor gave me an old medical book that soon became my prized possession. As the years passed, I was engaged to my high school sweetheart, Marshall, and we soon had little Marshall. We had our little family and planned for the future. But on September 2nd, 2000, life stopped dead in its tracks when my fiance died tragically and suddenly. This was very devastating because, besides my mom, he was my biggest cheerleader. I did give up on my dreams for a while, but I had to toughen up because I had little guy looking up at me. So I found a job as a nurse's aide while I got my LPN degree. I then stayed for my RN degree and then grad school. And here we are all today, celebrating success. You see, things happen in life. Life happens, it sucks, it hurts. But we can't let that stop us from achieving our dreams. Failure or tragedy can't be an excuse. One of my favorite quotes is, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Fellow graduates, today is simply another step in our lives. This is not the end, my friends, but the beginning. We are all gonna go out there and we are gonna make an impact on lives. We are gonna improve lives. And for the lives that are inevitably at its end, we are gonna make that end better, step by single step. So continue to have faith in your abilities. Continue to take chances and don't be afraid to fail or to be great or think outside the box. My mom has always told me that we all have different talents, and the most wonderful thing we can do is nurture those talents, become a success, and reach back and help the next person. Thank you for that, Mommy. I love you. So I would like to thank you all for attending, and congratulations to the UB School nursing class of 2018. At this time, I would like to introduce Danielle DiLorenzo, who will be giving remarks on behalf of the Nursing Student Organization.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Good morning, faculty and staff, honored guests, fellow graduates, family, and friends. My name is Danielle DiLorenzo, and I'm honored to be standing here today speaking in front of you all, having served as the president of the Undergraduate Nursing Student Organization. I am sure many of my classmates will agree with me when I say that it seems so surreal that this day is finally here. I can remember seeing the updates on Facebook regarding how many days were left until graduation and thinking to myself how far away the finish line really felt. Like many of you, there were days when I doubted myself and wasn't sure if I was going to make it here today. Before each exam, I'm sure we all thought, will I ever get through this? Is it all worth the literal blood, sweat, and tears? Each time we enter a patient's room, we are reminded the answers to these questions. Whether we are caring for a newborn baby or an elderly patient, we are making a difference to someone in need. As a nurse, we can rest assured knowing that every day we will touch a life or a life will touch ours. My mom used to tell me that people may forget what you did or said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. Our patients may forget our names, they may forget our faces, but they'll never forget how we made them feel during their most vulnerable state. Whether we are administering a life-saving medication, wiping someone's butt, or simply offering a hand to hold, we are positively impacting someone's life, and that is what makes it all worth it. Throughout all of the struggles, barriers, and hoops we had to jump through, we pushed through and we finally made it. Earlier this month, I asked our Facebook group to describe our class in one word. Some answers included ratchet, a cuddly cactus, that's 2 words, Brenna, messy, rebels, degenerates, petty, evolving, and my personal favorite, azotemia. While we may come from many different backgrounds and think many interesting things about our class, what we all have in common is the duty to help those in need. I would like to thank our professors, clinical instructors, and preceptors for molding us into the nurses that we are today. I'd also like to apologize to any professor that was ever in the key room with us after an exam. I'm sure that wasn't easy. I wouldn't be here today without my amazing NSOE board, Taylor Baker, Jasmine Ehrlich, Maggie Wilhelm, Sarah Tanner, Paige McMurtry, and Nicole Ramundi, and our amazing club advisors, Dr. Fabry and Dr. Sieg. Thank you to all the family and supporters for answering our tearful calls and texts when we were stressed out about studying or nervous for our SSP testing. And a huge thank you to my fellow classmates for posting their notes and study guides and for creating a master syllabus. Shout out to Sophie, wherever she is. When I look back at our time at UB School of Nursing, I'll remember our outings to the Steer after exams, eating macaroons at NSO meetings, seeing half our class at Slicks on Thursdays for ladies' night, and all the questions on acute pancreatitis on the second 478 exam. And I'll never forget that spironolactone is a potassium-sparing diuretic. Congratulations, class of 2018, on this momentous achievement. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. I'll miss each and every one of you, and I'm so proud to call you my classmates. At this time, I would like to introduce Maya Ellerup, who will give remarks on behalf of the Multicultural Nursing Student Organization. Thank you.
Good morning, faculty, staff, family, and friends. My name is Maya Ellerup, and I'm joining you all today as the president of the Multicultural Nursing Student Association. MNSA's accomplishments this past year as one of the student-led organizations within the School of Nursing would not have been possible without the support and diligence of the MNSA Executive Board. I would like to thank Mihan Kaluma, Catherine Colson, Emily Parlato, Javier Hernandez, Yanmei Chen, Sadie Espinal, and Dante Hatim for being leaders in MNSA this past year. I would like to take the time to thank the School of Nursing faculty who tirelessly worked with our student representatives to pull us through to this very day. Thank you to the teaching assistants for offering thoughtful advice and friendly faces during intimidating simulations. It's been a lot of fun learning from you all. Mom and Dad, I see a lot of each of you and myself, and I'm grateful for that. I believe that we are all in some way products of the people that have influenced and supported us, and I think that it's fair to say that the graduating class likely has a lot to be thankful for in the guests that have accompanied us here today. And finally, thank you to the graduating class. I have never met a more compassionate group of individuals as the nurses in the seats before us today. We had a lot to learn from each other, both in and outside of the classroom. During our studies, I found that students were helping each other excel by simply reminding each other of due dates, directing each other to where we could find the answers to our numerous questions, sharing our experiences to provoke strengthening what we had learned in lecture, and guiding each other in clinical rotations. I'm thankful for the experiences that I had during school and for the individuals that I met, because I know how much they've already made me a better nurse. In my last year as a student, I've become more aware and grateful of the privileges that I have, for the health that I'm in, for the family and friends that I keep close, and for the education that I've had the right to access. Our education in nursing will take us places. We have chosen a profession of caretaking in which each of us may have the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of others. It's been a privilege to be in the unique position of being qualified to care for another human being, and with this qualification, we will have moments of happiness when families reach joyful milestones, but when the time comes, please stay strong and supportive for families struck with grief. If I could reinforce anything that we have learned in nursing school, it'd be to treat each patient as if they were our own family. We are caretakers regardless of our patients' beliefs, ethnicity, race, or preferences, and we should not take the opportunity to be involved in their lives lightly. As new leaders in healthcare, please stand up for the communities we meet that do not have a voice. Advocate for equal access to quality healthcare and do not rest until the needs of our patients are met. Finally, stay grounded in the nursing knowledge and technique that we have studied and take advantage of every teachable moment. As new members in the healthcare profession, we may feel discouraged when we need to research information for a new patient, but remember that in medicine, there is never nothing new to learn. We all once had a common goal: to survive nursing school. Today, we walk across the stage to acknowledge that very achievement. Whatever your next big goal is, make it profound and push yourself until you're satisfied. Please have a safe travel home for those of you who do not know our Buffalo as home. Thank you for your time and attention, and congrats on graduating nursing school. You all earned it. I would like to now take the time to introduce Dr. Diane Loomis, Clinical Associate Professor, who will present the Commencement Awards.
Thank you, Maya. We will now present the awards recognizing the outstanding achievement of our graduates. These students have been selected based on the nominations of faculty and their fellow students. Award winners should come on stage as their names are called. The Shirley D. DeVoe Nursing Award for Excellence in Communication was established by distinguished nursing alumna Shirley DeVoe and is given to a graduating undergraduate and graduate student who has demonstrated superior skill in communicating with and for their patients and clients. The Graduate Award is presented to Michelle Sechrist. The Undergraduate Award is presented to Christopher Grillo. The Dr. S. Muchley Small Award honors graduating students who show evidence of superior understanding and ability in the mental health aspect of nursing care. The late Dr. Small was Professor Emeritus in the UB Medical School Department of Psychiatry. To honor her husband, his wife Sophie, an alumni of the UB School of Nursing, established this award. The students receiving this award are commended for their sensitivity to patients' emotional needs and skill in responding to those needs, along with special skills in patient teaching and leadership. The Graduate Award is presented to Michelle Gilliand. The Undergraduate Award is presented to Catherine Colson. The Ruth Gale Elder Award for Excellence in Nursing Research was established by Dr. Ruth Gale Elder, acting dean of the School of Nursing from 1978 to 1980, and a nursing educator. The award recognizes a doctoral or master's student who has demonstrated outstanding knowledge and ability in research and who holds special promise for leadership in nursing research. The award is presented to Suzanne Sullivan. The Ruth T. McRory Award for Excellence in Nursing is presented to a graduating student in the baccalaureate program who demonstrates outstanding knowledge of nursing theory and excellence in nursing practice. The award was named in honor of Dean Ruth McCrory, who led the school for 5 years in the 1960s, maintaining the mission of the school throughout turbulent times for the university and the nation. The award is presented to Bridget Garrity. The Ann Walker Sangbush Award for Leadership in School and Community Activities recognizes students who have provided notable service and leadership to the School of Nursing, the university, and the community. The award was named in honor of Ann Walker Sangbush, who served as the first dean at the UB School of Nursing. Her leadership over a quarter of a century helped to establish our school as one of the most respected in the Northeast. The graduate recipient is Seth Wagner. Seth Wagner. Sorry about that, Seth. The undergraduate recipient is Gloria Cockrell. As president of the Gamma Kappa chapter of Sigma Theta Tau, Meg Dorsbacher, clinical instructor and PhD student in the School of Nursing, will present the chapter awards.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations. This award is presented by the Gamma Kappa chapter of Sigma Theta Tau, which is the International Honor Society of Nursing, to encourage and recognize superior scholarship, leadership, and achievement in nursing. The award recognizes graduating baccalaureate and graduate students who possess these characteristics and are current members of the chapter. Today, the graduate award is presented to Amanda Kramer. This year, we have two deserving undergraduate students. The first award is presented to Michelle Shapek.
Thank you, Margaret. This year, one baccalaureate student has received multiple independent nominations for awards, both within the School of Nursing and from external organizations. This student is the other recipient of the Sigma Theta Tau Award. She is Tarika Pareda. Tarika, also the recipient of the Ethan Christian Award, honoring an outstanding student who demonstrated exceptional care, compassion, and excellence in the practice of nursing. Tarika is being awarded the Future Nurse Leader Award from the American Nurses Association, New York chapter. To present this award, we welcome American Nurses Association representative and emeritus faculty, Dr. Juanita Hunter.
ANA is the state constituent of the American Nurses Association. It is the only full-service professional organization representing the interests of the nation's 3.2 million registered nurses. I have the honor this morning of presenting this award as past immediate chair of ANA New York's membership committee. Each year, ANA New York asks the faculty of all graduate nursing programs within the state to identify outstanding nursing students. Tarika Pareda has met the criteria for receiving this award by demonstrating a commitment to excellence, serving as a student mentor, promoting activities in nursing organizations, participating in community activities, and demonstrating the ability to motivate her classmates through her leadership. As the recipient of this year's Future Nurse Leader Award, I present you with a Future Nurse Leader Certificate, a complimentary one-year dual membership to ANA and the American Nurses Association, and a complimentary continuing education course from Advantage, Inc. In closing, I congratulate and welcome all graduates of this most honorable profession, and the one that is consistently cited by our clients as the most trusted. And as a welcome to nursing, you are all eligible for a one-half price membership to ANA and ANA New York for your first 2 years after graduation. Congratulations and welcome to the profession.
Thank you, Dr. Loomis and Dr. Hunter. I am now pleased to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Mary Alice Hall. Dr. Hall is the Vice President for Clinical Education and Professional Practice at the Center for Clinical Excellence at Kaleida Health Systems. Dr. Hall works closely with leadership to ensure high-quality, safe patient care, exemplary clinical practice, and innovative evidence-based educational programs. She's an accomplished academic and an administrator with over 40 years of experience in critical care nursing. Dr. Hall is also a member of the American Nurses Association, the Professional Nurses Association of Western New York, and the American Holistic Nurses Association. Please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, Dr. Mary Alice Hall.
Are you having fun? That's not in the script. Dean Lewis, faculty, graduating students, administration, friends, family, and guests, welcome to this day of honoring, reflection, accomplishment, celebration, and joy. Today marks the end of a part of your journey on the path to nursing excellence and the beginning of a journey into new lessons along this lifelong journey we claim together. I am a nurse. I am honored to be at this podium today to share my story and to create a brief glimpse of your story, which is yet to come. I should emphasize the word brief. This is your day, and I know you're anxious to be about it. My story begins, as many of yours, as a little girl in a moderate family. We were poor, dirt poor, though it never felt that way as a child. My father, Kenneth Caesar Keene, was one of 12 children born to Iroquois, German, and Belgian immigrant farmers from New York and Iowa. I would have never guessed that someday, as a nurse, I would live in the state of my heritage and not in the state I grew up in, Illinois, or the state from whence I come, my husband's beloved North Carolina. Dad married Mom, Gladys Marie Airy Keene, daughter of Huldah and Earl Airy, in Galesburg, Illinois, when he was 25 and she was 17. Neither of my parents graduated high school. Dad lied about his age and joined the Army at 17. Mom, being married, simply married, was disenrolled for her senior year of high school. Dad had recently returned as a tortured captive POW in the Philippines. Their marriage brought together my Native American father and my Swedish mother, who had lived her young life in a railroad family in Galesburg, Illinois. My only sister, Anna Marie, was born when Mom was 19, and my little brother, Kevin Earl, came along 8 years later. I am the middle child. Dad sustained our family by farming with evening's light and through factory work from dawn to dusk. Much like the heritage here in Buffalo, New York. However, hopefully not like your family, our family life revolved around unfortunate farm and factory accidents, which had us spending much time in the hospital during Dad's recoveries. He fell 40 feet to the ground from a ladder in poor repair on a corn silo, smashing his face on concrete, suffering a subdural hematoma, given little chance to live. I was a baby and Anna was a toddler. The nuns at St. Mary's Hospital in Galesburg cared for us in the room while my mother held Dad's IV in his arm during his battle to regain awareness. During his job at Rose Cardboard Factory as night watchman, he had been an MP in the Army. 2 robbers closed a boxcar door on him, breaking 3 vertebrae in his back, sending him again to the hospital for a lengthy recovery. He re-injured his back at another factory, sliding on ice in an indoor stairwell. I grew up with take-home emesis basins used for banana splits and bath basins to bathe my Barbie dolls. Tippy-toeing in a Catholic hospital so as not to get a frown from a nun was an art and a game to children. When I entered this same hospital as an associate degree clinical student, I still used a tippy-toe ambulation so as not to get a frown from a nun. Then at 40, Dad had his first stroke, and at 42 was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, which would give him 37 years of misery from a loss of role identity, lack of rehabilitative services, treatments, joint replacements, surgery, 2 heart attacks, a second stroke, steroid-induced diabetes, cataracts, wheelchairs, indwelling catheters, strangers in the house from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. to care for him, rascals, a hospital bed, and a wife that went to work at the Maytag factory for 26 years. You see, Mom working was the only way we could get health insurance for Dad. My mom got her GED and walked the stage at Carl Sandburg College the same year and ceremony where I received my associate degree in nursing. As I look back, I see clearly the impact of my stubborn ideal that becoming a nurse could cure my dad of all of his suffering. When my dad's health began to fail and my mother became exhausted caring for Dad all night and working all day, I left my husband in North Carolina to temporarily move home. I took a job offered to me over the phone by Mennonite College of Nursing. One Friday, as I was done teaching, my intuition got the best of me and I quickly drove to Mom and Dad's house. I would always go to Dad and check on him. This day, my nursing assessment identified the fatal care he had suffered. He was agitated and trying to tell me something. Please remember that aphasia is not kind when a story needs to be told. I could tell he was in pain, but most striking to me was a dribble of coffee ground emesis falling out of the side of his mouth onto the starch white pillows my mom always provided for him. The home health aide had aggressively tried to remove an impaction from Dad, a skill she was not empowered to do without the RN present. His bowel was perforated. Do you know how hard it is to be a daughter when you really want to be the nurse? At my mom's wish, we did not make a final trip to the hospital. The Crows came to walk my father home that Sunday. So a cowgirl's guide to life advises us that there's no need to buckle on chaps and spurs just to drive the milk cows home. This is one of the lessons I learned as a nurse. Sometimes our best action is to simply just be present, be calm, and follow good sense. A cowgirl knows if you wake up one day and find yourself a success, you ain't been asleep. I am a nurse. I achieved a PhD from Walden University in Applied Management and Decision Science with a specialty in adult learning. I was trained to be a Chief Learning Officer for a healthcare organization. I am the Corporate Vice President of Kaleida Health Clinical Education and Professional Practice. I wear a Duke ring, blue, have a Carolina blue heart, and I appreciate Carl Sandburg sonnets. If you follow this lead, your graduation from the University of Buffalo School of Nursing will inspire you to remember WWFD. What would Flo do? She states, nursing is a progressive art in which to stand still is to go back. A woman or man thinks to oneself, now, I am a full nurse, a skilled nurse. I have learnt all there is to learn. Take my word for it, Flo says. She or he does not know what a nurse is and will never know. She or he has gone back already. Progress can never end but with a nurse's life. In closing, happy graduation day from the prestigious University of Buffalo and from this full-blooded, fun-loving, caring nurse leader, academic, knowing nurse before you. Here are my parting words from Joan Borisenko, who is a world-renowned ambassador for peace, and from the Methodist hymnal. May you be at peace. May your heart remain open. May you awaken to the light of your own true nature. May you be healed. May you be a source of healing for all beings. And from the Methodist hymnal, "Here I am, Lord. I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord, where you lead me. I will hold your people in my heart." Thank you for honoring me with this opportunity to speak with you today.
Thank you so much, Mary Alice. Now for what you've all been waiting for. The degrees authorized by the State University of New York Board of Trustees will now be conferred. The provost of the University at Buffalo will confer the degrees. The Doctor of Philosophy graduates will come forward under the direction of the PhD Marshal as your name is called by Dr. Suzanne Dickerson. The graduates will be hooded by Dr. Mary Ann Meeker, the Assistant Dean for the PhD program, and by your dissertation chair. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree please rise? Provost Zukowski, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Nursing at the University at Buffalo, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all of the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for the Doctor of Philosophy degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York, and the council and the faculty at the University at Buffalo, I now confer upon each of you the Doctor of Philosophy degree with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.